Hey parents, good evening. I hope you're having a good evening and a good week so far. I wanted to hop on here really quick because I wanted to show you a video just to show you how I have been teaching your child how to sound out and build words in the classroom. I'm sure that you have seen or heard how we have been doing it already, but I just wanted to show you officially so that when you're working with your child, you can reinforce what we're doing in the classroom at home. And that will be super helpful with your child's learning. So the first step in reading is knowing your letter sounds. Okay, so once your child gets really good at learning their letter sounds, step 2 in reading is putting those sounds together, and we call that chaining, or we call that building words. So we are going to practice chaining the letter sounds together or building the words. We're building words. All right. So the first thing that we start working on is we work on CVC words. And a CVC word is a 3-letter word, and it has a consonant in the beginning, a vowel in the middle, and then a consonant at the end. So hence the CVC. So that's why they're called CVC words. Okay. So 3-letter words, consonant, vowel, consonant. So that's what we start with. So in the classroom, what we do is I always start by reminding the kids, good readers read from left to right. Good readers read from left to right. And then we have different techniques of sounding out. So the first thing I do is I say, all right, everybody point to the sound that we say first. And I make sure that they know that it's right here on the left. And then I say, all right, let's make the first sound. Ready, go. And we say, and then let's move to the middle. Ah. Move to the end. T. Now let's sound it out again. K. Ah. T. And a big important factor in reading is actually listening. And a lot of people don't really realize that, but I've been telling the kids to make sure that you are listening to yourself when you're sounding out. Because if you don't listen to yourself, you're not going to be able to hear the word that you're actually saying. So it's very important to remind your kid to please listen to themselves while they're sounding it out to be able to hear that word. All right, so first we sound it out like this. K, a, t. And one technique we use is I say, okay, little lumberjacks, get out your axe. We're going to chop the word. So we get out an axe, our hand, and we chop the word. So we go like this. K, a, t. And then we do it a little faster. K, a, t. K, a, t. And then I say, all right, well, let's use our fingers. And we use our fingers to break out the sounds. So we go like this. A, t. And then I say faster. K, a, t. And then I say, don't forget to listen to how you're sounding it out so you can try and hear that word. And we do it again. K, a, t. So for a little while we chop and we use our fingers. And another thing that we do is I say use your body. And this is another way that I taught them. So I'll show you. So another way that I taught the boys and girls is, let me back up here. Another way that I taught them, I'll bend down, is when you do your beginning sound, you put your hand on your head. So this would be, and then the middle sound is our shoulder, ah, and then the last sound, the ending sound is our hip. So when we sound out and use our body, we go like this. At, at, and then we do it faster. At. The word is cat. So that's another technique that we use. Okay, so those are 3 ways that we sound out words in the classroom. All right, so we chop it. At. We use our fingers. At. And then we do the body. At. And so hopefully that will help you with working with your child at home. So a lot of times you have been getting homework that has a lot of CVC words like this. So that would be a good opportunity for you to practice those techniques with your child with homework like this. Also the worksheets where it has you cut out the words and then practice sorting them, or just practice reading them. So anytime that you have homework like that where they have words like this, then that would be awesome for you to ask your child. Say, where do you start reading? Where do you sound out first? And make sure that they point right here on the left to the beginning sound. And then ask them, well, what about the middle sound? And what about the end? And then it will be super helpful if you can try to do the techniques that we do. I know it's silly, but it works. So if you could remind them to chop it, at. Use your fingers, at. And body, at. And then as they get good at that, we will have them do it faster and faster, and soon they'll get really good at being able to just sound it out naturally without having to do all of the techniques, okay? So eventually the goal is for them to be able to say cat, cat, and then to just be able to look at it and say cat. But for now, I will be super proud of the students if they are able to point and say k, be able to show me the beginning first sound, the middle sound, and then the ending sound. And then be able to sound it out and hopefully put them together to be able to tell me what that word is. I hope that this video was helpful for you. If you have any questions or if you need help with anything, if you want any resources, anything at all, please reach out. I appreciate all that you do to support their learning in class at home. Thank you so much, parents. I hope you have a great rest of your evening. Bye.